Welcome to Cooking with Kim Bagley. So today I'll be showing you how to make a chicken acne. Now acne is on rotation every week in our home. So the day that you don't see me posting any videos, you know we're having acne. But I've noticed I didn't post an acne recipe in so long, so I decided to upload one today. And I serve that with a veg pickle, a salad and a raita salad. Just look how yummy and delicious this looks. Now this is the rice that I'm using, and just look how cute this rice is. This is the first time I'm using a rice that has a zip. How cute! Now to a large pot, you're going to add in your cooking oil, add in 3 star anise, 3 bay leaves and 1 stick cinnamon. Then you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of jeera, also known as cumin seeds. Add in 2 chopped onions, and you're going to saute this on medium heat for about 5 minutes. Now after 5 minutes, you can add in a half a teaspoon each of garam, cumin and dhania powder, a quarter teaspoon of ilachi or cardamom powder, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now you can add in 4 to 5 teaspoons of chili powder or masala of your own choice, or according to your own heat preference. Now we're going to add in 2 grated tomatoes or tomatoes, and we're going to give that a stir. I'm sorry you guys get so upset when I say tomatoes. And now I'm going to add in a dash of water and just give that a stir. Now I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of garlic and ginger paste, and we're just going to give that a stir. Add in 3 teaspoons of salt, or you can add in salt according to your own taste. Now we're just going to add in a dash of water. So basically we're making the base of the acne. Now we're going to close the lid, and we're going to cook this on medium heat for about 5 minutes. Now after 5 minutes, you can add in your chicken pieces. Now I added in about 14 pieces, mostly thighs and a few grams. But you can add any pieces of your own choice. And we're just going to give that a stir until it's well combined. Now we're just going to cook this on medium heat for about 5 minutes. Now after 5 minutes, you can add in your potatoes. Now if you're using up-to-date potatoes, then you can add it in at a later stage, but I'm not using up-to-date potatoes. I'm using regular potatoes, so it takes longer to cook. Now we're going to cook this on medium heat for about 15 minutes. Now after 15 minutes, you can just give your pot a stir, and then we're going to add in a handful of fresh chopped coriander, also known as dhania, and we're going to add in 3 cups of washed soaked rice. Now I soaked my rice for about an hour before I added it to my pot, and then we're going to add enough water so that the rice is covered. Remember, the rice is raw, so it needs enough liquid to cook properly and also to cook your potatoes nice and soft. Now we're going to cook this on medium heat for about 20 minutes. Now please don't come every 5 minutes to come and stir your pot, because you're going to end up with pop mushy wet rice. And we don't like a pop acne. Once you've checked on your pot, you can close the lid, and we're going to cook this until it's nice and dry, and you can turn the heat down at this point. Now once your rice is sort of dry, we're just going to give our pot a little lift and a toss. And now you can add in about 150 grams of salted butter. Now if you're using margarine, make sure that you use nothing less than a 70% fat margarine, like Aroma. And also add in some fresh chopped coriander. And then we're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, you can see your pot is nice and dry, and just look how gorgeous. Now what I like to do after it's cooked, I turn the heat off and then let it stand for about 20 to 30 minutes before serving. I like to add mine to the Wonder Bag and just let it sit there for a while, and this just allows all those flavors to marry together. Now I usually cook this in the morning, and by the time the kids come home from school, then it's ready to serve, and then those flavors has just married so well together. And there you go. And I served mine with a raita salad, my mom-in-law's veg pickle, and a salad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please follow me for more. Until next time. Bye.